Okay. Okay, I'm back on another video for you. Actually, this is number 2 from the last one I did, which would have been, I think I loaded it on already, and it has a video on there that I went through it with you. Kind of, most of it I did. And so now I want to do number 2 for you, so I can kind of keep it going and get you as much information out that I want, so you can, just lap it up, okay? All right, because it's for you, and I really want to give it. I want to kind of like put it out, so I don't want you to have to go and look for it, because it is really scrambled all over the channel. And if you go to his channel and then other channels, because he got videos on a lot of channels, you'll get pretty, confused. The only way you won't get confused if you listen to his videos is that if I kind of like list them for you, and then I'm going to list them so so they can kind of tell a story, when I'm putting them out for you. I don't want you to, I'm trying to keep it so that you can get a clear view of what is going on, okay? So that's why I want to list them a certain way, and I want to kind of elaborate on them for you, because if I don't do it that way and you just go find them on the channel, you probably get it, a lot of mixed information, and you will. The only way you won't get a lot of mixed information is that you've been following him for some time, or you've kind of got a clear view so far as what's really happening, and you probably may have listened to one of his long videos where he's going through the information with somebody, that would probably be the only way. Because other than that, you will, because you got stuff everywhere. But it's kind of like the same videos, they just broke into pieces, okay? They're like the long ones has been taken apart and put in pieces, so that it can make it short versions, and he like put the main topics in there, okay? But so right now I want to bring number 2 video to start it up for you, because I want to make sure I get you the information, so you're not left in the dark, okay? And I don't want you left in the darkness, so I'm giving you my energy while I can, while the time is right for me to do that. Okay, so I just want to think here what I want to say. I kind of want to go over some stuff, and read some things to you too, because I want to elaborate on some information that will also help go along with the things that I have already talked to you about, and has I've mentioned it in the videos, even though I mentioned a lot of things to you. Sometimes when you just hear someone talk and tell it to you that way, it doesn't always get in like it needs to, okay? And sometimes people learn different, right? So some may learn by audio and some may learn by visual. So I wanted to bring some information in, so if I read it to you, you will kind of put it 2 and 2 together, and it may give you more of a lift to go and do the research on your own. You know what I'm saying? So that would help a lot. Yeah, let me give you something I kind of want to read over for you, and see how that fits. Okay, so this is my number 2 video from the one I've already loaded on, which has been the number 1, and this is number 2. If you never came to the channel before, and this is your first time coming, I am Queen Isis from the underworld. Yeah, I'm a walk-in. I also have Lord Shiva's energy. I have about them. Oh, but either way, I'm not like you in a way. My energy is completely different, even though I'm in the physical body just like you. It's just that I'm not, because I am a walk-in, I'm different. And I always stay up in the cosmos with my family up there most of the time. So I'm like living up there, but I come here and I live here too, So I share my energy with you guys, all right? And I have, lots of family there, and have all you here. So you know how they go. You got to split that energy off, kind of move around in order to stay centered. If you want to be centered, okay, centered is balance. Is giving you balance in your life. And if you don't have balance, I want to bring it out one day and show you how to balance. But balance mainly going to come from you taking care of those chakras. Remember I told you about your chakras has to be cleared, and things has to balance in your energy field, because this body is your vehicle, and your true avatar, your true esoteric body, which is not like this one. It's like a spirit body. It comes in and it locks into the body here through 7 chakras, and those chakras are spinning. They're little wheels in there, and they spin. And when they're spinning, as you grow from a baby to 7 years old, that the first one is here, and I talked to you guys about it, and it's red, and then you have I think it's a orange one, and then a yellow one, and they all have a name, and they all have a operation of energy that they work in while you here taking your experience, okay? So they're like little wheels of clock-like, sort of, and they calculate your energy and your growth and how you develop. And if you are underdeveloped or overdeveloped, they will react a certain way, and your life will be out of balance and react according to those chakras that is not in total balance with themselves. They all have to line up. And if that hasn't happened to you, and you kind of feel your life is off track, or things are not going good for you, and things seems to be totally a total mess or disaster in your life, it's probably because of those chakras. And if you're not stabilized in your energy, your emotions is off balance, it's probably because of those chakras. If you always up in your head, and you ain't, if you're always up here and your thoughts are always kind of going, your chakras is not balanced. All this matters, okay? And if you want to get balanced, then you need to start studying up on the chakras, and and get to know them. Get to know what they're used for. Get to know the meaning of it. Get to know all things that you can find out about them, because I can promise you, I'm sure that the majority of you need them balanced, and I really know that for a fact, because many of you was never told about them. You didn't never know anything about them, and I know that for a fact too. And that's because information's been hidden from you. It wasn't meant for you to know about things in the spiritual world. That's because that's your livelihood. That's your whole life. And when you go leave from the material world and begin to shut things off out here and start coming in here, that's coming to your true self. That's helping you to find the real you, the real reason that you are here on the planet, the real reason that things exist in the way it exists, the real experiences that you're going through. That's going to help you to know that. And so by all means, your governors, all of those governors that you've been governed by, organizations, you name it, whatever, they have their hand in your life. And they always have, and they always will, as long as you allow them to. You want to cut them out, you got to cut yourself off too from everything in everyone, and you got to start coming in, staying with yourself, spending time with yourself, getting to know who you are. Have you really had time? How long you have not known your true self, your real, true being that you really are, your soul, the soul that you are, truly, that is existing in a life right now with you. As you are here existing, your soul is the existing, okay, of you. But that soul and all this spiritual life that you ascend to by taking in a higher conscious, by taking in a different way of life that you've never experienced before, by attending to information that speaks about that particular life that you never heard before, and it gives you the information you need so you can have a clarity of what it means to be spiritual and versus to be religious. Two different lives, totally, absolutely. The religion may say they're spiritual, but they're not, because religion is religion, okay, and it is based off of something that extends so far back that it is not even time right now for me to give you, any information about it, because it's a lot tied in. And remember me, you have been colonized for a long time, okay? This has been, like I said, this time that you're in for the evolution that is up on you today, we as a people has tried this experience. Some say it's 85, some say 95 times. Okay? And it's not just 95 though. It's 9,500. And this is the only time that we as a people made it. Truly. Because your vibrations had to be a certain level in order for that change to happen for the overall of a collective people. And this was the best way that your cosmic family, that you're probably not aware of, but they are all around you. They exist, and they always did. But you would shut off in memory as well as knowledge and all that was to know about the other lives that exist. And as I say, as above, so below. Well, what is above? It's certainly not just the sky. You know that, right? I hope so. Right? And you don't even know what's going on up there. There's so much going on. It is not even time on a life right now, one life at least, but it's a good thing I'm planning on living quite a long time here, being around you for a while, because if I want to make sure you got it, then I want to make sure you got it, okay? I won't leave you and attended to others and other things and other people, and you get lost all over again, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure you're standing on solid ground. You got a good foundation up under you as you start taking off in that jet or that plane, whatever you got to go, They got a good, and all things are balanced while you start flying. And you want to make sure you balance, right? Because that's the key. It is. It's the key to all things, and it's the reason this time that we're exercising in. It's all of that is happening, and everything is happening right at this moment and in the now. Your past, your presence, and your future is already here. And the only way you're going to correct your past is corrected here. The only way you're going to create your future is created while you're right here in your now. So if you're anywhere else, you're not creating that you desire and that you want. Okay, you got to do it in your now. And if you want to be centered, then you need to live in that now. And you can't live in it when you You know what I'm saying? When you all over the place, or when you going here and going there and going, there is giving it out too much of yourself. And then where are you at? Where are you at? You don't even know. You're everywhere but here, right? And it's where you want to be. You want to become centered in your life, not just in your just this life, but the life that's around you and the life that's within you and the life that you're reaching to, reaching for. And it must be balanced and centered. So how would you know you're not balanced? By checking your chakras for one of them, okay? And that's the truth. But you know, if you ever did what do they call psychedelics? Yes, don't say. If you ever did psychedelics and you were like in your, you know, I don't know, younger age, I guess, or some, you know, where you're not grounded. Let's say your life is out of whack growing up as from a baby. You've been out of whack because things has been out of whack on the planet, right? Families is not families, and they aren't, because a family is something that is harmonized. That's why families is built in homes. A home make a family, and when a family you harmonize, and that means you got a great balance, and you know with the overall of everything that's going on in that home. But in a house, there's no harmonizing in that. I mean, you can probably get some of it because the house starts with an H, then when you got the O, that's a little bit there, okay. But it's not made to harmonize because it's a house. This is why you live in houses. This is why they built them for you, so that you wouldn't become harmonized and family orientated in a structural. That's the reason. And apartments the same way. That's why you have more, you know, energy going out than you do coming in when you in apartments and things. That's why you got a lot of frictions going on in the people that's in there. And you know, unless you got one person that know how to balance it out, it'd be like bouncing like a tub or something, a washing machine off track, you know. That's out of whack there for the spin. Because you know, you are spinning. So these things is like good examples for you to kind of think about it and put it to your life and see, you know, how it fit. But like if you have been living those with psychedelics, and you know how you grow up and you try those, you know, different things, whatever. And even the weed is the same way, because the weed was brought here from there. Remember, as above, so below. It did not start here. Everything starts there. Everything doesn't matter. So if you do it here, it was done there first. Just know that, okay? So anything that you can frown on down here, you're frowning on it up there as well. And then higher conscious, okay? Because you got more than one. People, you know, some people call it heaven, but heaven is just what, you know, until you really know, you don't know. So we can call the next level up 1, 2, you know, 1, 4, 5, and 6. You can call those heaven, but you got other ones that goes up past that. Dimensions, what they are. Now, you hear me say some words you do not recognize, or you don't know the meaning of them, then just Google them, okay? Dimensions is something you should Google and look it up. Spirituality, look that up. Chakras, okay? Go and research it. Get to know yourself. Get to know the life that you are here to experience. And if you don't know, then you want to know, okay? You really do, because it's very important that you do. And the reason why I'm giving you all this and I'm saying all this and I want you to know all this is because when you are in evolution, and you're not just in evolution alone, this whole planet is in an evolution. And so what's going to happen, this whole planet is going to make a change completely. And you are here on it right now. So right now, you and her, the planet that is called her, okay, feminine, she is ascending into a higher level of consciousness. She's rising to a higher place. But there's things that you, her, and everything that your existence must go through an energy field of higher vibrations and higher conscious. And if you don't raise those vibrations on your body, it's going to tear you apart. And not only with that, it'll take you out of here. They're very careful on how they're handling this particular experience and energy that is coming in, and you have to take it because it's coming in whether you are ready to take it or not. Do you recall the eclipse that just happened? What happened? You know, do you know those two eclipses? They work, both of them work different, and they are full of energy coming through. They come in to wreck shit up, and I ain't kidding. But it's not like they coming against you. They don't have no what you call it, hateful. That's not what I want to use, but animosity. They don't have anything like that against you. You know what I'm saying? They are doing their place. They're whatever they're here for. They are here to help you to make this transition. And if you are not in the place that you need to be as far as an energy vibrating level, they will tear you apart emotionally, physically. Okay? I don't know if you heard about the girl with the astrology person that went through a drastic, tremendously change in her whole existence during the last eclipse. Killed her husband, took him out, took the kids and slung them out the car when she was riding 100 miles per hour. And, one of the kids lived, of course. That's good. It was meant for that to happen. The youngest one did not. But she slammed herself into the tree after all that happened. And now she was supposed to have been doing like really good on her station or whatever she did. I don't know about it. I only read it, I only heard it. I'm just saying, those things happen during eclipse. It's like the death angel rises up and comes by and they're like, oh, and you better watch out. So, but it is all done so that you can decide that you want to be ready and you want to take great heed to what is taking place in your life and in the planet life. So it's like to shake you up, like, hey, wake up, what are you doing? Let me get your attention real fast. It does. It should, okay? Break you loose from your program thoughts for a second. So it's like a whole big change is happening right now at this day and this time on your life, and you want to shake off any sort of weights or chains or heavy things that's going on, heaviness in your life, whatever it may be, whatever. Remember, I already kind of went through the life of the energy giving rather than energy holding, and energy keeping and receiving, and allowing all things to bag back up, to come back to yourself, like how you've been indulging in a lot of life of just freely giving yourself over to others, and laying down with all the ones you can lay and all the ones you don't, whatever. Okay, and this has been a trick of the mind of the devil, plain and simple, if we can say that. But let's not talk about him, because he is just being naughty. Extreme. Okay, we want to talk about something that is called adversary as energy, and we want to also talk about those who colonize you to make you go into a direction that you was not in tune with. This whole life that you had entered in on planet Earth here some million times back, and when you all started on the life of a journey, you were moral people. You kept your righteousness about yourself. You really held a wholeness to you, and you wanted to stay in that energy field as to see yourself thrive in love. And love was the main ingredient that works this planet. Is all in the energy of love, because it's a feminine planet, and she's feminine. So your colonizers was more in the masculine, and they came from masculine planets. Masculine planets is restricted planets, but they weren't on their planet. They were on your planet, which is a free will planet. And they knew how to get around the free will energy. They knew how to work with it, because they was in a higher dimension than where you at now. Okay? And they had a technical mind, not they weren't morally like you are, or me. And so their intentions was to steer you away from your love energy and bring you down into a low energies of your chakras that operates in the lower vibrations, which these down here do, and keep you working in an energy field that did not serve you in the best way, but it served them in a greater way, because they were sucking the energies that you would put out off of you. And as long as they kept you living in low conscious mind, thinking that all was okay and all was good for you, when it all wasn't okay, it wasn't good for you to be always in those energies of giving your life sources of energy out all the ways to, whatever way one of you did it. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't keep mine to myself, but it's good. I love it. So, and I've been this way for a long time, but I get it. So I don't have, besides that, remember, I'm not like you, okay? So, I came in with a higher conscious mind, and when I came in here, I was already in there. But then I had to come down to break my energy down so I can come and relate to you and others.
Power off.
Be able to do that. So, but I was going to say, like, those psychedelics will open your crown up. This here thing where you can actually hear the energies of the voices of the cosmos coming through, because they do, and it's not like you calling them to. Their energy, and we're all connected. We are. You're not disconnected from them, and they're not disconnected from you. So if you open this up and you just start to climbing up in a higher energy field, then you'll hear their energies coming through. What they call Jupiter Ascend. Remember that one, when the boy was through the computer and he was listening to the outside of it. The energy don't care how much you take it in. If you want it in, it's gonna come. Okay, that's how it gets me. It just beats me up. All I gotta do is get in a meditation, and then once I'm starting to flow, it seems like the other energy comes like, no, you can't flow. I'm like, yeah, you beat me up, get out of here. But that's when it's coming in on the planet real heavy. Okay, so and you open your third eye, right, which is right here, and you can start to see things different than how you've been. You're like, wait a minute, this is, so you're starting to see life come alive in front of you in all places. And then this part of your life has been out of whack. That kind of shit there will throw you completely in a loop. You'll be so effed up, you will never ever be able to come back to yourself. And I'm sure there's many that's going through that right now. I know you are, because I read energy real well, and I know, okay. Yet, if that is happening, when I'm sure you have, or many are having that issue in some way, you need to just get the information on these chakras here and start balancing them. Get them so they're in a balanced energy. That means you may have to face some things in your life that you never did want to face. And that's what it really will mean for you to do in order to clean them up. But read about them, get to know how they operate. Just even knowing that you have them should make you interested, I would like, why they got shockers? What is that? Let me go and look that up. Shockers? Oh, that's what it means. And it starts with a C now with an S, okay? Okay? All right, so it's SHARKARS. Oh, not S, CH, I'm sorry, I'll take that back. It starts with a C, not an S. And CHARKARS. All right, and look that up, get to know what they are, and work on them in your life so you can grow up and become full, whole in the God source that is intending for you to, ascend to a God rather than a man or a woman, and live your whole life as a God in the mirror of the source energy, and everyone becomes what the source is. Okay, and then you're no more living as a man or a woman, or in a physical body. All right, so let me let me do some music on this music, because we do want to kind of loosen up, right? Okay, so I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and I really do, and I hope you're really taking the information in and really wanting more, and keep wanting more, and keep looking for more, because what I'm telling you, I can guarantee you there's others who are going to tell you exactly what I am saying. They may say it in another way, but they're going to tell you exactly what I'm saying, that we was always in the playground playing the low vibrating people, the slaves, the unfit, all of that. You've been playing it, but you didn't know it. And so we always been there. And now it's a time that they are changing. Source is making this change. So all that is above is helping that make the change. So it is, you got some that's like up here that worked with you in an energy field that's up there. And if you can go up, you can talk to them or feel them or feel their energy. You have some that's just kind of like, in more on the low vibration, but higher than you. So they can see you when you can't see them, because they're up. Just remember, you can look down. Okay. So they are assisting you in every way they possibly can. There's only certain things they can do because your free will hinders them. It stops them from totally getting involved with you in your life to, kind of flip you around. Unless you do something that they know that's going to damage the whole, and then they may do it, depends. Okay, so let's see what I can come up with now. Here, I had some. All right, right here now. I don't want to play that one. I want to play. I don't remember that one. No. Okay. Wait a minute, I gotta put the speaker back on. It turned off on me. What the hell?
Power on.
Okay, here we go.
Bluetooth connected.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young Jackaka, Rico like Suave, Young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. Young MISSIONARY. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a bitch, Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls in the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, fuck everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, bitch, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, that's right. Whip your lovin' on me.
Alright, so let's do some more, kind of get it loosened up there, right? And yeah, break up the energy. Let something start rising, you know. Let the heat come in, the sweat start sweating. And you feel your energy rise up too, you really do. You feel the vibrations of it get up. You start feeling good inside. And that's what you want. You want to feel good inside. If you can't get there, you do whatever you can do so that you do get there. And always remember, take your thoughts, drop them in your heart, and there, shut them down. You won't hear the rattling in your mind any longer, okay? That'll keep you from going off the edge. Okay, all right, so I love you guys so much, I really do. Okay, so let's do
you keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin', and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Yeah. You keep lying when you ought to be truthin', and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be a changin'. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches, yeah. And what he knows you are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, Boots? Start walking.
Okay, so yeah, that was a good one there. All right, so look, let me play. I want to try to mix it up, you know, so you can get a feeling of it all, where you're just not stuck in one frequency of music, okay, or, you know, sound, put it that way. All right, they have to help me sometimes. When you, like I say, I live there, man. And when I have to come down to you, I'm gonna have to come down to your level. So, and words are just not made, or they haven't been created for the best of us. It has been created to work against you rather than for you. Yeah. And so you are speaking words a lot all the time, saying things that it is working against you more than you can imagine. So I'd like you to become more wiser with your words. Begin to study the language that you speak. Get to know that's been so-called hidden information, hidden knowledge, hidden from who? Who hid it, and who's it hidden from? And why you don't know? Okay, well, one reason why you don't know, because those who knew of it decided that it was not good enough for you. It was too precious to give it, to allow you to know of it, because as long as you knew, they couldn't control you anymore. And that's the key. They wanted to have control over your energy and how you used it. And that's why you have been doing a lot of things that is against your own detriment of your life, your soul, and your soul growth. And if you're having issues in your world that you're living in, that's probably why. The way that you have been operating in your life and how you have been using your energy and the things you have spoken, said, and you name it. It is, you know, we call ourselves shit shovelers. We're shit shovelers, and take that twister. And you are on a planet full of shit. Trust me, you don't even know. You see it as something valuable, but it isn't. Because the value of it, it wasn't put in for you. It's put in for those who are in the control of it, of the way it operates, okay? The manufacturing of it. So it is not built to the best of your needs and your growth in your life. It is not. What has been built on this planet all this time that you have been here until now was a bunch of lies, untold truths, because it was untold because they didn't want you to know. So they didn't tell you. In fact, they took the truth and gave you the lie. And you took it. And we all do, don't we?
All I know is 10:35 and I can feel your arms around me. Let them drown me. All I know is 10:35 and I'm thinking, God, you found me. That you found me. Every day I go places in my head. Darker thoughts are hard to know. They look like monsters under my bed. just the TV make you think the whole world's about to end? I don't know where this night is going, but I know that you and me got something. So many things that I'm afraid of, but right now I ain't scared of nothing. 'Cause all I know is 10:35 and I can't feel your arms around me. Let 'em drown me. All I know is 10:35 and I'm thinking, God, you found me. That you found me. Don't you worry about tomorrow. Don't you worry, just pass the bottle. All I know is 10:35 and I can't feel your arms around me. Let 'em drown me. Every night I go places in my dreams, so many never-ending alleyways. I don't know what it means, but this is it. I know the sun will wake me up, tell me I'll be done, then I'll get what I want. I don't know where this night is going, but I know that you and me got something. So many things that I'm afraid of, but right now I ain't scared of nothing. 'Cause all I know is 10:35 and I can feel your arms around me. Let 'em drown me. All I know is 10:35 and I'm thinking, God, you found me. That you found me. Don't you worry about tomorrow. Don't you worry, just pass the bottle. All I know is 10:35 and I can feel your arms around me. Let 'em drown me.
So, hope you're enjoying the music. And I hope you're feeling the energy rising. If you are having fun with me or with your me, whichever one, just move and let your body move with you, your mind. And just, if you gotta stand there and tap your feet, whatever you gotta do, move your energy, get with it, and don't stop it, don't let it go. Okay, here, let me see here, what I wanna do, what do I wanna do, okay, listen, I want to give you this here, because this is something that's gonna help you to go and research, to get a clear understanding and knowing what I am giving you, what I'm talking to you about, all that I'm talking about, all, because I'm giving you like a ton load of information. It may seem like it's not, but it is. It's just pieces of something that stretches a real long way, millions and millions miles. It is, okay? And it loops around, it loops and come back and loops and loops. And that is the truth, okay? Yet so you want to know. Okay, what I wanted to give you. This is the title of this. It says The Spiritual Battle for Our Humanity. Okay? The spiritual battle for our humanity. Okay? It was a researcher that begin to do this research on this so that the information could come forth and that those who don't know can know. Okay? The battle for our humanity. His name is Braden, whatever his last name is, explains that there is an ancient battle between light and dark, good and evil, playing out in the world today. Okay? Now, it says the battle sets the context for all events unfolding, and society, nations go to war and create distractions to keep people from realizing the power within them. And that's true. And that is what they don't want you to come to. The lies are stacked. And they're stacked high as the sticks that is stacked on the chessboard. And all bets are on who will win over their own life and their own soul, who would take back the power that was stolen from your colonizers and entrap your life of existing, of evolving, of being your whole self, your knowing who you are and knowing who you're not. Took your power by the sliding of the hand and the pen and the papers, all the paperwork that you sign all the time. I don't care where you sign a paper at, that is a trick of the colonizers, so-called themselves your gods. Are they? Are you your own God? And you are. But the truth must be revealed from within the lie that is given to dumb you down, to keep you counting on the governor to provide for you, to give you your instructions daily, how to live, how not to live. What do you need from me? You need a raise on your job. You need more jobs. And then the lobbyists goes into Congress and they make up lies, acting like they're voting. They're doing shit. Acting like the president is voted for when they're not. They never was. But you get up and going to go vote. You know, vote. Because you've been trained like a monkey. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You have. I ain't kidding. You've been trained, man. Woman, lady, whoever. You have been trained to follow suit. And go in line and stay in the way that society wants you to live and be. Don't you act like you happy, feeling good and looking good. Huh? Don't you be your own me and be in your own power and live your own life. You must form to society. And you did, and you have. And you probably still do. Okay? But you don't want to continue, because that only be who you are conforming to, and whoever ways in life that you are allowing your world to be conformed to a world that means you no earthly good, no heavenly good, only what benefits those who controls, the controllers. Then you don't have a life. They have it, and they live it for you. because you're doing things that you don't even have a slight clue of whether it is good for you or is it not. And don't you think they haven't did all the things they could do to take you out of here, right down to your covenant, whatever, pins. Yeah, that, however, was one of the greatest tricks there was in the planet of all times. They have done many. That one was a doozy. However, even if you took it and you wasn't supposed to, those that are here and a journey and on a cause and a purpose of your life that you are born to vibrate and high to a higher level, you was protected by other interference. Those that wasn't took it, and most of them just passed on out of here. A lot of things happen. It happens all. It's just so much. I don't even want to get there. Why? Because in the future, near future, we're gonna have it so floating all over the planet, right in front of you, so you could know what the devil and his dumb little workers have done to satisfy their own greediness, pride, control, lustfulness, all of it, to get you and live your life for them in every possible way that they could have you. And then they intended to take you completely out by changing you from a human, or hue, really is what you really call is a hue, not a human. They is a trick of the words. What you call a hue, and change you from being that hue that you exist as you are, and to a half hue and half robot. So they can control you, because they can't control you the way you are. They don't know how, but they sure try. And so since they can't control you, they want to wipe your ass out. Just kill them all. That's why they've done so much dirt and damage and ugliness and sneakiness, just built underground bunkers and you name it, things that they can run and hide from when they set the bomb on fire on your planet. Ooh, lucky for you that you got those in the moon watching over your life, that you are not damaged anymore. Lucky for you that you got plenty other cosmos that exist behind the clouds that you don't know. Just keeping an eye over your life. Since the colonizers been captivated, majority of them, they still around in the little feet up. The head's been shut down, cut off, and they're killing them every freaking day. Because they're just made up of something that does not at all give you the best of life that is meant for this time, this planet. And it does not serve this planet, because this planet is not a masculine energy planet. It is feminine, which is why you have the free will, because it's made in love. Until the colonizers come and then they wanted to make it something other than what it is. Patriotic. And it's matriotic is what you are and what you must become over again, back into your true nature of that great love for yourself first, because you believe in yourself, you know yourself, you see yourself that you are valuable, and you're greatly valuable. And you must know that you are. And don't look down. If you ever look down on yourself in any kind of way, talk to yourself. Tell that downward person that you're not talking to me. I don't know who you're talking to. But that's not me. I rose above that energy. And now I can see who I am, not who I thought I was. But you know, you got that one that pretends to be you that they made outside of you to name it and claim it that it is you when it is not. They keep that stored away from you. That's information that they don't want you to know about. But it's been said all over the planet, so you should know about your straw man by now. And as long as you claim that straw man, you'll always be the straw man. Okay? So, we want to be free. And freedom is not free. As it seems just everything is, you don't have to do it. No, you gotta work for it. You gotta work for freedom. Freedom has to be earned. And it does. That means you got to do something to claim your freedom. If it's nothing else, but do your research. Get to know the reasons, the is's and the isn'ts, and the reasons of your planet being like it is even. Don't you see your separation of all the separating going on in your world? And everybody is on a blend of always after each other and chaotic and living in extreme dark existent life ways and acting and all that. It's just not healthy for you. It's an unhealthy way of life. And you don't want that. You want to be healthy. And you want to live in a healthy environment, in a great environment, one that flourished like the freakers who kept you in a dumbed down, slaughtered way of living. And as long as they continue to freaking do their dumb magic over your life and you not knowing it, they was keeping you right where they wanted you to be. And they still, if they have half of the opportunity, though you got them on your side that's cutting off heads and chopping off feet all the time to get your life to a place where you can decide whether you want freedom or you don't. You make the choice. And you live the one life that you choose to live. Once you make that choice, it is all up to you. And you can do it, but you just kind of have to go after it. Go for it. And don't stop till you get there. All right? Be brave. Be courageous. Take life in your own hands and handle it. Be your own me. And don't allow yourself to be others' me's for them. You're not your me no more, they're your me. They have the control. But you gave it over. You see? Oh. Okay, so listen. I'm going to do a couple videos. This information that I read out here to you, I'm going to see, can I figure out a way to get you this particular one here to you, okay? Because the way I got it set up in my phone is tied into a totally big library, okay? A huge one. It's so huge that I can't even devour it all myself, even though I like to. But I'm going to see if I can put this particular one on the video for you, okay? All right, so and I stopped off with one video that I had started on the other one, and I said I would play some more of it today, just so you can, maybe it was something I wanted to elaborate on it for you, and we'll see. And then I'm going to get to the next one that I really want you to hear, okay? Because it's going to kind of go along with this one. Okay, so I got to get this off the way first.
They have the gods in their paintings is painted with black skin or real dark red skin, right? So when we looking at the totality of what's going on the land, so the DNA is only one part of the equation, right? Because you got something called genetic memory. Most of us are unaware of genetic memory. In modern terms, we said ancestors talking to you. That's your genetic memory, active, right? You hear your ancestors because when you see your mama in there praying to some God that don't got nothing to do with us, she ain't really praying to God. She really programming her DNA to activate certain.
Yeah, finish off.
She activating her DNA to call forth something inside of her, right? That can only come through the portal. Remember Elijah Muhammad say that the prayers of the woman is answered through the womb?
Right.
Right. So when the mother is praying, she's actually programming. Now, they gave us...
Say that again, man. We forgot that. Muhammad say what?
The prayers of the woman is answered through the womb.
Oh, go ahead. Teach.
Remember in church, they played this song, Jesus on the Main Line?
Yeah.
Jesus is ISIS.
Never heard that one.
Go to the Greek in the Strong's Concordance, and you're going to find the word Jesus is spelled I-E-S-O-U-S. Apply the rules of grammar to the pronunciation. The hard I.
Okay, so remember what he said. Go to the Strong's Concordance, and you'll find the information that gives you a different, give you different information. It gives you a whole nother way of knowing who is who, or it breaks down the information for you. Okay, so, and keep in mind, Jesus was the masculine image that they wanted to put in front of you, because the whole plan of coming in and taking over your planet was to take everything that they could get stripped away from the feminine energy. And they had to do that if they wanted to make it a masculine energy planet. But it was impossible. So they wasn't able to do it. And so what they did was that if you can look around and you begin to notice your world, you'll see they always had her somewhere in the back, somewhere around in the energy, because their energy does not work without her energy, period, on this planet. And if you're not from this planet, you can't be stable on here. Your life will never be stable. You'll always be thrown out. So in many ways, I'm just using that in a simple way, but it's just simply, you can't live on it. So they had to be connected to her energy in one form or another in order for them to continue to reside on this planet. Even though some of them, I think, was from here. But if they were born here, then they could stay. But if they wasn't, the planet does not accept them. And so they couldn't make it completely masculine, but they did a damn good job, okay? So, and keep in mind, J, the letter J, was not created only like 500 or 600 years ago, okay? So know that. And the Bible goes supposedly back further than that, right? Okay.
Cancels out the E, and it makes a hard S, ice, and then the OU becomes one vowel when they use together. And it sounds like, which makes, by the doubling of the vowel, makes the last S go hard. S, ISIS. It's in the Greek. It's not even that hard to find. Now, it's two people in the biblical story in the red that's talking. One of them is the son. They call Emmanuel in the Bible. This is all stolen from our history that was written in hieroglyphics. It's the story of Horus and Isis.
Yeah, I want you to hold that for a minute because I have a follow-up question dealing with the DNA and I don't want to get it lost. But would you say that our connection with the actual land and natural surroundings is more accurate than DNA testing? And if so, please explain why.
Okay, so the people that comes from a land, the land actually talks to them.
Okay, ahead, man.
Okay, so it don't come and more happen along these lands. You need to be somewhere for your birthright at the close of the age, in the opening of the new age. This is at the close of Pisces, opening of Aquarius. Your DNA gonna start telling you where you belong on the planet. If you belong in Africa, you're gonna have a clarion call in your soul to say, I gotta get back to Africa. But if you from somewhere else, let's say you from the Philippines, your clarion call is gonna be driving you to return to the Philippines for your birthright. These are codes in the DNA through the mitochondrial directly connected to the soil of the earth. The DNA, you know who Henry Louis Gates is? You remember when he was telling the story about Oprah wanted to declare she was Zulu and his partner in the office called him and say he doing Oprah DNA and she said she was Zulu on the TV. He said, what you want me to do? He said, shit, we making it up as we go anyway. Make her Zulu. And the DNA test came out and she was Zulu.
Oh, no.
Can't hear you, sorry.
So did you hear what he said? They were making it up anyway. Okay, so it means that they wasn't given all truth in these DNA tests, especially the ones that you order online and all that stuff. Okay, and that's the truth. It's like it says it's for entertainment purpose only. So this is the big ruckle that's going on the planet right now. Everybody wants to know about the roots because you have been colonized, not just here, but the planet has been. So everyone has been thrown off their true history and their true life path. And now is the time now is that you want to get back on the straight and narrow path to where you belong and head back home out of Rome. Because this is the time, the change of all things must change. All things must come to an end and to a beginning at the same time. And this is where you're going through. Okay? Whether you this far back on the road or along halfway through, you still are in the change. It's entirely up to you to make it happen. It's entirely up to you to be able to withstand the energy that comes in to change you. Okay? Yet you are in the hologram. Now that's information. I'm going to bring that to you tomorrow on the next video so that you can know about the hologram. I'm going to read it to you. And then as you continue to look at the videos that I post for you, there's going to be something on there that's going to talk about it. Okay? So I just want to get you up to par so you can go for it. Don't continue to allow your life to be stuck in a way of living that truly is not for you. This whole planet was, and it is still rich, very rich. And it belongs to you as an organic people that is originated from this planet. In the very beginning, in fact, Rod Hayes tell you that we was here before the planet was here, so it means we built the planet to be the way it is. Okay? So, life is thriving again, and you can thrive with it. So you want to thrive, you gotta push off. That does allow you to thrive, okay? So we're even, it's a lot of change that you must make and that you really need to make and that you should make in order to make this happen as far as change. But you will not get there except that you want to. So that's why I always says, what do you want? You gotta know what you want and go for it. And then if anything wants to hold you back, or if anything attempt to hold you back, you must know what to do with that. You must make a conscious choice. Heart over head or head over heart. You decide. What does it take for you to continue, for you to stand firm and be your me? And not look at and allow the uniforms who stands in front of you pretending to be for your own good and your best interest when it's not. Why do you belong in a freaking cage when you don't? Why? And who are they to put you in one? They the one belong in a freaking cage. If anybody belong in one, they are the one who's the criminals, not you. But the uniform place them as they are important and that they are better and that they have the authority. So that's why they brought your big custodian policemen over here, your policy enforcers. They enforce the policy that they are contracted to, which is the corporation, which is the UN, and they live like animals and everything else if they choose to behind the door. Well, I'm gonna say because I love animals, so I love them too. I just don't love what they're doing and knowing that they're doing it. If they don't know, which they a lot of them may not know because they have been programmed too. Just like you. Some of them have and some of them haven't. You'll know the ones that, walk like they don't have no human heart in them and act like they don't see you as something great and wonderful and awe, which you are. They look down upon you as though they got some rights. They have none. Why don't? Because they don't belong here. They was colonized to be here to treat you as a slave to the corporation. And they are slave catchers. And that's what they after, to keep you down in your life. Never rising up, being your true self. Never knowing the truth, but just living the lies. Always lies. Always. Nothing but lies. Stacked. So, this video is loaded with a lot of information. I put it on that other video. I listed on this one too.
Attacking. It's right there in our face. Remember, everything is to usurp, undermine, devalue, manipulate, to monopolize the rightful heirs to the land. So as long as you don't know you from the land, you can't assert your birthright to the land. And if there's only two ways in law where you can lose what's rightfully yours. One is by surrender, and the second one is by forfeiture. The only way you can forfeit is you have to fail to claim at the appropriate time your rightful inheritance. And when the time closes, if you haven't claimed your rightful inheritance, then you forfeit. It's like you got a basketball game and y'all got 4 players. You got to have 5 players to start the game, and then right before game time, nobody shows up. So you have to forfeit the game because you don't have the 5 players to start. It's the same principle. The surrender is normally the byproduct of a war. Is when somebody beating you so bad, and just like saying uncle, it's like tapping out. But in this particular situation, we had over 5,000 tribes easy. That's just in North America. We're not even talking about the ones that came from South America, the Tonga Islands. We're not talking about the one that came from the Samoa.
So he's telling you the information that we are tribals. We always were. And we are going back into our tribal life that we once were at peace and living. But you see, the whole colonizing way of taking your life away from you, and then they becoming you, okay? Or they're utilizing your life to benefit them in every way. Right down to, I think it's a gene that you have that they want, that they can, that you possess only, not them. Okay, so, and the whole thing, if you really want to take someone's life away from them, you must strip them first from their identity and their remembering of them true self and their life, their history. So every history that you are familiar with or in tune with is not your history. It is not. This is why everybody's talking all about the roots and why my roots and what is my land. That is not going to ever get you nowhere, and I can guarantee you it will not. You will not get any land. You will not get any nothing unless you find the truth within and know that truth that you are. Become the real one, the one that is you, not the one that you see as pure to be you in the mirror or the straw man, which is your name. My name, what is your name? They love to do that now. What's your name? Because I'm jazzy, I'm like, I don't have a name. What is it? A labor? I'm not a labor. What are you? And then they'll call me sometime by my name of the body. And I was like, we're not on first name basis. Don't call my name. Don't call me. Did I ask you about your name? Okay, because the name, they want to keep it in front of you at all times, especially business, right? So those of you thought that as Indians, as who portraying to be you, which they're not. We're not even Indians, we're organic, but we're classified as the Indians if we had to have something there to classify you as something, okay, rather than just organic. But so they switched your life out, put some, they call them $5 Indians, but put those pretend Indians, which are really truly not, in your place, and then train them to become you, and then they told you that your land was Africa. Now maybe some people are, because we're all mixed right now, we're totally mixed, but if you know what your feet feel that is at home, and you feel more at home right here, then this is where you're home at. It's not there. And it's not nothing against Africa. I'm in love with Africa. And the people there, rather. I'm very in love with them. And I intend to be there in one way or another to kind of help see it through. To come back. But they did the same thing to them. They mixed them up, cut their continent up in states and stuff, just all kinds of craziness, okay? So your world has been colonized. Go and look that word up and know the truth, the meaning of what does colonizing mean, okay? Now I'm not going to stay on because this one here, It's a lot on this one. I really want you to get all you can off of this video. I'm gonna list this video, and don't pass this one up if you pass any of them up, because this one here lines with the one I just played for you. They'll line up for you, okay? Where the information will be spoken in this one as it was in that one, okay? Okay. All right, I'm gonna cut it off because I don't want it to get too long, the video. Okay, I did want to play some more, and I can't check my time on it. Let me see. I can't see it well. So, tomorrow I'll come back with this one, and then I'll go over it some more, and maybe what I'll do, I won't do much talking. And I may read some more. It just depends, but I'll cut back and then I'll play the video and get more into it. Okay, so if it needs to be explained some to you. Okay, all right. So
More, we're not talking about the ones came from New Zealand. We now come to New Guinea.
I'm gonna stop. So do me a favor. Don't forget to share this video, because I kind of like this. It to go so others can pick it up if they, really need to hear it. Okay, I love you guys so much, right?